Living beyond your means or spending more money than you make is a common mistake that many people make during their lifetime. If you don't know exactly how much you're earning and what expenses you have, you can easily fall into the trap of overspending. Overspending is often fueled by debt through credit cards or loans to make these purchases. The human mind has an amazing ability to ignore warning signs, and most people easily develop bad habits over time. Welcome to Fill Up on Finance, where you can fill up your brain with knowledge to put you on the right path to success. My name is Philip, and having reached financial freedom around 20 years into my journey, my goal is to share tips and advice on personal finance in order to help you achieve the same. If you enjoy my videos and want to help share my knowledge with others, simply hit that like button and subscribe to always be notified when I post new videos. Without further ado, here are the 8 alarming signs that you're living beyond your means. Number 1. You're only making minimum payments on credit cards. One sure sign that you're living above your means is only being able to afford to make minimum payments on your credit cards. Minimum payments for you means maximum interest rates for the credit card companies. By racking up credit card debt at an uncontrollable repayment rate, you are slowly building up a debt bomb that makes catching up later impossible. If you find yourself constantly buying things that takes months to pay off, it's a good idea to slow down and reel in your budget. Number 2. Your savings account isn't growing. When your savings or investment account starts to stagnate, it's time to pay a visit to the budgeting doctor. Making regular deposits into your various savings or investments account is important. Not only does it bring peace of mind knowing that you have an emergency fund, but it can also help you out in a pinch when you need to cover an unexpected sudden cost. If you find it hard to save consistently, it's time to review your budget and identify which expenses can be reduced or eliminated so that you can redirect it in order to become financially secure. Number 3, your debt balance remains the same. As with your various savings account, when your debt balances stay the same for too long, it's a sure sign that you're living above your means. Unpaid debts are likely costing you hundreds or even thousands in accumulated interest, so delaying your payments is never a good idea. Rather than avoiding your debts, try to put a cap on how much debt you're accumulating. Then put together a debt repayment plan as soon as possible. Number 4. You've stopped your retirement contributions. It is easy to start neglecting your retirement funds whenever money is tight, but unless you plan on working the rest of your life, planning for retirement should be at the top of your list when it comes to how you allocate your income. Retirement planning and investing needs to be done early and consistently in order to reap the benefits of compound interest and to achieve your long-term financial goals. Number 5, your money is gone, but you don't know where. Does your savings account seem to be losing money and you have no idea where it went? This is a clear sign that your money is most likely not being allocated correctly. The best way to solve this problem is to use a budgeting app to help you keep track of where your money is being spent. By tracking each expense closely, you can pinpoint problematic areas and reallocate your funds more appropriately to meet your goals. Number 6, you're buying things you can't afford to pay for upfront. Buying things you can't afford to pay for is bad news when it comes to the health of your finances. Companies come up with enticing promotions that try and lure unsuspecting customers to a purchase they can't truly afford, and they end up paying 2 or 3 times the original cost once interest is factored in. If you find yourself splurging on expensive wish list items, just remember, there's nothing that you can buy that will make you as happy as a well-earned sense of financial security. Number 7. Your credit score is below 600. Your credit report is a running record of your routine payment history and outstanding loan balances. If your score is below 600, It's below the average and below the level that will make it easy for you to obtain additional credit at a reasonable rate of interest. Without the ability to borrow at a reasonable rate, it may hinder you from getting a loan for a home or business opportunity. If you aren't sure what your credit score is, you can get a free copy of your reports from all three credit bureaus once a year at annualcreditreport.com. Number 8. You are saving less than 5%. If you are saving less than 5% of your gross income, you're treading in deep water. A lack of savings leaves you in a constant danger that an emergency, a job loss, or a health problem will disrupt your life or hurt your family or both. Unfortunately, the savings rates of Americans have been steadily falling since 1975, when Americans saved as much as 17% of their income versus only 8% in January 2020. In terms of targets, the rule that most financial advisors suggest is to target a minimum of 10% of your gross income. With these 8 danger signs in mind, I hope that you have learned to avoid a few of life's financial pitfalls. As always, thank you for your time and best wishes on your financial journey.